Hello students, in the previous class we have started the factors which are affecting on the equilibria, right? We have started the factors which are affecting on equilibria, okay, and in that we have discussed about the very important principle, that is that was the Le Chatelier principle, okay, and along with that we have also discussed some of the two effects we have discussed. The first one is the effect of concentration and the second one is the effect of pressure. Effect of pressure we have discussed in the previous lecture, okay, and in this lecture now we are going to see the effect of temperature. Effect of temperature, okay, how the temperature will affect. Okay, you know that generally after attaining that equilibrium for a reaction, when you increases the temperature, obviously the equilibrium will change. The equilibrium can be changed, okay, but how it will affect the temperature, how it can affect is that, so generally you cannot say directly, so the temperature increases, the reaction the equilibrium go into the forward direction or into the backward reaction. You cannot say directly, okay, so it depends upon the delta H. It depends upon the delta H, okay. Already you know that. What is the delta H? The delta H is nothing but enthalpy of a reaction. Enthalpy of a reaction, okay. You know that enthalpy, you know it is the two types, right? Generally it has a two different signs. The delta H is equal to positive and somewhere the delta H is equal to negative, you know, right? Okay, so what that sign indicates, the delta H positive is nothing but it is during that reaction, some reaction, for this reaction the delta H is positive. That means during this reaction, for this reaction it requires the heat, okay, or else simply you can say that it is a endothermic. It is a endothermic, and you know that it is a exothermic. So exothermic means during the reaction it releases the heat. It releases the heat, okay, but in the endothermic it requires heat, okay. So that means ఇక్కడ reaction జరగాలంటే it require you need to supply the heat, okay, but here in this second case for the delta H is equal negative, during the reaction it releases the heat, okay. ఇక్కడేమో రియాక్షన్ జరగడానికి మీరు హీట్ ని సప్లై చేయాలి, ఇక్కడేమో డ్యూరింగ్ దట్ రియాక్షన్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇట్ రిలీజెస్ ద excess heat, okay. So now how the temperature effect, how can we read this temperature effect on the equilibrium? Is that very simple. In general, the temperature dependence of equilibrium constant depends on the sign of the delta H, okay. You know that the delta H has a positive sign as well as the negative sign, okay. So the equilibrium constant for an exothermic reaction decreases as the temperature increases, okay. How is that? Very simple. Here is the exothermic reaction, right? Here is the exothermic reaction, and in the exothermic reaction you know that during that reaction it releases the heat. It releases the heat, okay, and that means already heat anedi it is releasing, right? Okay, and again when you increases the temperature, now what is the use? Okay, and where it will useful the temperature, when you increases the temperature, where it is useful? It is useful in case of endothermic. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ రియాక్షన్ జరగాలంటే మనం హీట్ ని సప్లై చేయాలి. హీట్ సప్లై చేయాలంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఇంక్రీజెస్ ద టెంపరేచర్. సో ఇక్కడ టెంపరేచర్ మీరు ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే హీట్ అనేది సప్లై అవుతుంది, సో దట్ ద రియాక్షన్ క్యారీడ్ ఫ్రమ్ రియాక్టెంట్స్ టు ద ప్రొడక్ట్స్. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, డ్యూరింగ్ దిస్ రియాక్షన్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇట్ ఈస్ రిలీజింగ్ ద హీట్, okay, already it is releasing the excess heat. So again when you increases the temperature, is it favorable? No, it is not favorable. It is not favorable, okay. So that when you, in case of exothermic reaction, when you increases the temperature, when you increases the temperature, what will happen? The equilibrium constant, the Kc or Kp decreases. The Kp or Kc values decreases. But in case of the endothermic, second case, it is for the exothermic. And come to the endothermic. For the endothermic, what is the condition? You know that it requires the heat, so that when you increases the temperature, obviously heat you are supplying. So that means the Kc or Kp value increases, the equilibrium constant increases. Okay. So Kc value increasing and enti, the product concentrations are increasing. That means the reaction is carrying from left to right, the reactants to the product, reactant to the product. Okay. So you see, the equilibrium constant for an exothermic reaction decreases as the temperature increases. And opposite లో ఏం చదువుకోవచ్చు మనం, ఒకవేళ దీనికి టెంపరేచర్ని కనుక తగ్గించామనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, కేపీ కేసీ వాల్యూ అనేది ఈక్విలిబ్రియం కాన్స్టెంట్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. Similarly, the equilibrium constant for the endothermic reaction increases as the temperature increases. Okay. So temperature increase చేయడం అనేది endothermic ఏమో favorable, exothermic ఏమో not favorable. It is against. Okay. So when the temperature is increased, the equilibrium shift in the direction in a endothermic reaction. Sorry. Okay, let us see here one example with an example, that is nitrogen reacting with the 3 moles of hydrogen gas and it is giving the 2 moles of ammonia, and now it is at the equilibrium. And for this, what is the delta H? The delta H is equal minus 92.38. So minus means it is a exothermic reaction. So for the exothermic reaction, according to the Le Chatelier principle, when you raise the temperature, what will happen? The equilibrium constant decreases. When you increases the temperature, the equilibrium constant decreases. Equilibrium constant decreasing ante enti, product concentration decrease avutundi, reactant concentration increase avutundi. Okay, you know that already we have discussed. The equilibrium constant is directly proportional to the product concentration and inversely proportional to the reactant concentration. Okay, so for the exothermic, you are increasing the temperature, so the equilibrium constant decreasing, so that the product concentration decreases and reactant concentration increases. Okay, so that means the products are converting to the reactants. The products are converting to the reactant. That means what reaction is happening here is the backward reaction. So try to understand this. Temperature increase cheste equilibrium constant decrease avutundi for the exothermic. So equilibrium constant decrease అయితే product concentration decrease అవుతుంది, reactant concentration increase అవుతుంది. So that means ఏం అర్థం చేసుకోవచ్చు, ఇక్కడ product concentrations అనేటివి reactants గా కన్వర్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి. So that means the reaction is taking place backward. Okay. So here it is the thing. The raising the temperature shift the equilibrium to left and decreases the equilibrium concentrations of ammonia. Okay, so that means మీరు ఈ రియాక్షన్ కి కనుక టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, ఆబ్వియస్లీ ద ఈక్విలిబ్రియం కాన్స్టాంట్ డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. సో దాంతో కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ అమోనియా డిక్రీజెస్ and the concentration of nitrogen and hydrogen increases. So that means the backward reaction takes place. The backward reaction takes place. Okay. So ikkada ade cheptunna, decreases the equilibrium concentration of the ammonia. Okay. If suppose when I decreases the temperature for the exothermic reaction, what will happen? When you decreases the temperature, equilibrium constant increases and the product concentration also increases and the reactant concentration decreases. అంటే ఏంటి, ఫర్దర్ ఎగ్జోథర్మిక్ రియాక్షన్ మీరు టెంపరేచర్ కనుక డిక్రీజ్ చేశారో అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు మోర్ రియాక్టెంట్స్, ప్రోడక్ట్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ పెరుగుతూ ఉంది అంటే ఏమర్థం, దాని అర్థం మోర్ రియాక్టెంట్స్ ఆర్ కన్వర్టింగ్ టు ద ప్రోడక్ట్స్. మోర్ రియాక్టెంట్స్ ఆర్ కన్వర్టింగ్ టు ద ప్రోడక్ట్. ఓకే, సో దట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ టేకింగ్ ద ఫార్వర్డ్ రియాక్షన్. సో ఫార్వర్డ్ రియాక్షన్ అనేది ఫేవరబుల్ అన్నమాట. ఇక్కడనేమో బ్యాక్వర్డ్ రియాక్షన్ అనేది favorable anamata. Okay, right. And now come to the second case for the endothermic. Come to the endothermic. Endothermic ela untundi, when you increases the temperature, the equilibrium constant also increases, so that the product concentration increases and the reactant concentration decreases. Okay, so product concentration increases, reactant concentration decrease avutundi ante meaning enti? The reactants are converting to the products. Okay, so that means here the forward reaction is favorable, right? And in the against, when the temperature decreases, equilibrium constant decreases and the pressure, product concentration decreases and the reactant concentration increases. So reactants ela increase aithayi, product anivetivi reactants ga convert avutu untayi, so that here backward reaction is favorable. So these things you need to be understand. Okay, very clear, right? Okay, let us see one experiment here. There is a one experiment, and what is that experiment? Is that just a reaction, dimerization of the nitrogen dioxide, dimerization of nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so it can be demonstrated by taking the nitrogen dioxide gas. Generally the nitrogen dioxide gas is in a brown in color, okay, and which dimerizes into N2O4 gas. So మరి అది డైమరైజ్ అయితే ఏమవుతుంది అంటే, it gives the N2O4 and that gas is colorless. ఓకే, సో దట్ మీన్స్ మీరు తీసుకున్న మొత్తం నైట్రోజన్ డయాక్సైడ్ కనుక డైమరైజ్ అయింది అనుకోండి, దెన్ యూ కెన్ సీ ఏ కలర్లెస్ nitrogen N2O4, colorless. Okay, so here what he has done is that in the first he has taken a beaker, and in that he has taken some water at room temperature, and in that he kept 2 test tubes with the nitrogen dioxide. So rendu test tubelalla kuda he filled the nitrogen dioxide gas. So rendu test tube తీసుకున్నాడు, and in the 2 test tubes he filled that nitrogen dioxide gas and he closed it with a stopper. Okay, and he kept in a beaker with the water at room temperature. So beaker lo water room temperature దగ్గర ఉన్న దాంట్లో ఆ రెండింటిని పెట్టాడు అన్నమాట. And there he has seen that a brown color at the room temperature. And then what he has done is that in these 2 test tubes, one test tube he kept in the hot water and another test tube he kept in the ice cubes. You assume these are the ice cubes. Okay, so this is at the boiled water. Okay, hot water. You see hot water meaning enti ante, ikkadnemo oka test tube nemo temperature increase చేస్తున్నాడు, ఇంకొక test tube temperature ఏమో decrease చేస్తున్నాడు. Okay, so what will happen when the temperature increases and decreases? That depends on delta H. You know that it depends on the delta H. ఇక్కడ delta H ఎలా ఉంది? It is -57.2. So that means it is negative. It is a exothermic reaction. For exothermic reaction, increase in the temperature, is it favorable or not favorable? For the exothermic reaction, increasing the temperature is not favorable, so that it takes the backward reaction. Okay, so ఇక్కడ ఏం చేశాడు? టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేశాడు, బాయిల్ చేశాడు, అవునా కదా? సో what is happening when the temperature increases? It takes place the backward reaction. ఎందుకంటే ఇది exothermic reaction కాబట్టి forward reaction favorable కాదు. which reaction is favorable? Backward reaction. So టెంపరేచర్ పెంచితే ఏమైంది? ఇంకా ఉన్న ఏదైతే N2O4 ఉందో అది టోటల్గా డికంపోజ్ అయిపోయి NO2 గ్యాస్ వచ్చేసింది. సో నౌ it is more brown in color because products are converting to the reactants. And when you decreases the temperature, what is happening here? Obviously when the temperature decreases for the exothermic reactions, when the temperature decreases, what will happen? The equilibrium constant increases, so the product concentration increases. So that means reactant concentration decreases. So that means the reactants, more reactants convert into the products. So you see that decrease in the brown color, decrease in the brown color. Okay, so temperature ni decrease చేస్తేనేమో brown color disappear అయిపోయింది, టెంపరేచర్ పెంచితేనేమో బ్రౌన్ కలర్ అనేది ఇంకా ఎక్స్ట్రా బ్రౌన్ కలర్ వచ్చింది అనమాట. ఎందుకు అనంటే మోర్ products converting to the reactants here, ikkadeemo reactants converting to the products. Okay, so that means here forward reaction taking place, here is the backward reaction taking place. Okay, it is very simple to understand the effect of temperature. You know that the temperature depends on the delta H. For the delta H is negative, it is not favorable increase in the temperature. If the delta H is positive, the increase in the temperature is favorable for the forward direction. Okay. So let us take one more example, that is for endothermic reaction. You take it as, now we will take it as an endothermic reaction. Okay, so you see this reaction, and for this reaction the delta H is positive. Okay, so you know that at room temperature the equilibrium mixture is blue due to, so ikkada ela untundi anante pink color, this is in pink color and this is in the blue color. Okay, so room temperature generally it is in the blue color, and when it is cooled, what is happened, మీ temperature ni decrease చేస్తున్నారు, what will happen, generally the blue color disappears and gives the pink color. ఎందుకు, because the delta H positive. For the endothermic reaction, when you increases the temperature, the more reactants convert into the products, and against when you decreases the temperature, more products convert into the reactants. Okay, don't confuse, you summarize all the things in a table so that you can understand very easily. Okay, so this is the effect of temperature on the equilibrium. Next we can go to the effect of inert gas. Effect of inert gas, it is very simple. When you added the inert gas at constant volume, at constant volume, okay, if the volume is constant, obviously the pressure is also a constant. Okay, if both are constant, there is no much effect of inert gas, there is no much effect of inert gas on the equilibrium, on the equilibrium. Okay, so that the effect of inert gas addition is at constant volume is negligible, is negligible. Okay, that is only the thing. And next one is that effect of catalyst, the last one, effect of catalyst. You know that the catalyst, it increases the rate of reaction, either increase or decrease rate of reaction, but here not talking about the rate, right? Here increases or decreases the rate of reaction by making a new path, a new path. Okay, so ఇంతకు ముందేమో రియాక్టెంట్స్ అనేవి ఇలా కన్వర్ట్ అయ్యేటివి త్రూ ఏ ట్రాన్సిషన్ స్టేట్, బట్ ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతాయి, ఇన్ ప్రెసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎ క్యాటలిస్ట్ it takes a new path and convert into the product. Okay, right, it will affect on the rate of a reaction, but it does not affect, it doesn't show any effect on the equilibrium. Okay, so ఇది రేట్ పైన ఎఫెక్ట్ చూపెడుతుంది కానీ it doesn't show any effect on the equilibrium, on the equilibrium. Okay, so finally the last two factors, the addition of the inert gas and the catalyst, these two are negligible, these two are negligible. Okay, so here I am summarizing. The first one is that concentration change. So first, when I add addition of the more reactants, what will happen in the concentration, these two are belongs to the concentration change. So when you add more reactants, it will convert into a product, so that the forward reaction favorable. And when you add more products ekkunte emotundi, it will go back, so that the backward reaction is favorable. And next, when you increases the temperature towards the endothermic reaction, it is favorable for the endothermic reaction. And when you decreases the temperature, it is favorable for the exothermic reactions. Okay, it is favorable for the exothermic reaction. Next, when you increases the temperature, increases the pressure, so here where the number of gases, more number of gases converting to the less number of gases, less number of moles. Okay, and when you decreases the pressure, where less number of gas molecules, the less number of moles convert into the more number of moles. Okay, so come to the catalyst, no effect. Again addition of the inert gas, again it is no effect. Addition of gas is no effect. Okay, so these are the factors which are affecting on the equilibrium, and these are very very important, the Le Chatelier principle and along with the factors. Okay, yeah, in the next lecture we can see this again, the applications of the Le Chatelier principle in the industrial synthesis of ammonia and sulfur trioxide, the ammonia and sulfur trioxide. Okay.